What is going on, my ninjas? The release of my latest video, Is Sasuke Stronger Than Naruto, has sparked a lot of controversy. It's basically split my subscribers in half. That's not what I was trying to do. But one thing I do want to clear up is the fact that everyone's calling me an idiot for saying that Naruto still has his 6 paths mode. That he is just in his normal Biju slash Sage mode, and I disagree with that, and here's why. Please watch the whole video because I make some interesting points that kind of make it unclear. The first thing I would like to point out, before Naruto got the 6 paths power from Hagoromo Utsutsuki himself, his Biji mode slash Sage mode still had the signature Sage mode orange ring around his eye. It kind of looked more red at one point because of Kurama's chakra, but we know that it disappears after Hagoromo gave him the 6 paths mode or whatever. And ever since then, every time he activates this form of Biju mode slash Sage mode, he does not have the orange ring, which implies that he still has some 6 paths power in him. And we also know that Naruto gained these godlike healing abilities when he became the 6 paths mode Naruto. He healed Guy, he stopped Guy from dying, stopped him from being killed by the Death Gate, which is supposed to kill you no matter what. He gave Kakashi a new eye and a few other miracle feats that he did, like the ninja Jesus he is. But after the final Naruto versus Sasuke fight, when they both, spoilers, lost their you-know-whats, Naruto is still doing amazing healing abilities. Take a look at the last Naruto the movie, which is a canon movie, by the way. It is not filler. Naruto reaches inside of Hinata's chest and pulls that thing, whatever it was, this glowing orb that Tanabe implanted in her. So Naruto has never ever been able to just reach his hand inside of someone and just pull out something fucking magical like that. That is a 6 paths power if I've ever seen one. I mean, he reached into her like she was fucking water. Naruto has never been, you know, a medical ninja. He's never been anything like that. So you cannot tell me that it's not from the 6 paths power. Go back and watch that movie. And also, the biggest proof that I could think of is in the Naruto Gaiden manga. Every time Naruto uses Kurama's chakra, his face and skin is still the same color, which is a signature trope from his 6 paths mode. We know that in 6 paths mode, only his hair, his clothes, and a few other accessories on his clothing actually have this glowing chakra, and his skin stays the same color. His lines on his face gets all big and blocky, kind of like in Biju mode, but still, you guys know what I mean. And he does not have the orange ring around his eyes, which is exactly how he looks in Naruto Gaiden when he activates his Biju mode. So I'm going to say that this is his 6 paths mode. Now, before you guys say, JB, where are the black balls? Where are the Godama truth-seeking balls? Whatever you want to call them. Now, I truly believe that when Naruto and Sasuke lost their you-know-whats, that their sun and moon symbols played a very big part of their 6 paths mode. We know that Sasuke still has his Rinnegan, and I think it would be unfair to strip Naruto of his 6 paths abilities altogether. But I do think their 6 paths abilities have been watered down. What I mean by this is, I don't think Naruto can summon all of the tail beasts chakra into Rasen Shurikens anymore. I don't think that he can summon the black balls anymore because the sun symbol is gone from his hand. And also on Sasuke's side, I don't think he can use that black Chidori that he showed us anymore, because every time we've seen him use a Chidori since his you know what came off, it's been the normal Chidori, like in the Boruto movie. Even in Naruto Gaiden, I don't think he used the black Chidori in Naruto Gaiden. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was the regular one. So they both lost very powerful things from their 6 paths modes, but I still think they have the power of the Sage in them. But the biggest reason why I hear that he does not have 6 paths mode is because of the Boruto movie. His entire body was coated with Kurama's chakra, and his face and skin were not the same color. Like, his entire body is glowing yellow and orange. It's the same thing with the last, but I truly believe that since he lost so much power, so much of his 6 paths power, he lost the black balls, the truth-seeking balls, whatever. I believe that he somehow combined his normal Biju mode with his 6 paths mode, because he does not have the orange ring around his eye. He can do all of these amazing things that I do not think was possible before Hagoromo gave him his power. Like I said, when he healed Hinata in the last Naruto the movie, when he was fighting Tanabe on the moon, he summoned a Kurama, like he summoned a separate Kurama, and the only time we've ever seen him do that is in the fight with Sasuke, the final fight. Like, he made 3 Kuramas, and we know that they ultimately fused into that 3-headed Kurama. So Naruto was fighting, he still had Sage Chakra in him, he still had Kurama's Chakra in him, but he also sent a separate, an entire separate Kurama to fight. I think it was like a big rock moon monster, I don't remember what it was. So he can reach into people's hearts and grab magical orbs. He can summon a separate Kurama. The orange ring around his eye is gone. All of these are abilities that he has gained after he gained his 6 paths mode. With all this being said, I truly believe that he still does have his 6 paths mode, but it may not be as powerful as it was in that fight. Not saying that Naruto is weaker than he was before the final time skip. I'm just saying that he lost like signature things. He lost the moon, he lost the sun hand, he lost the truth seeking balls, but he supplemented that and he replaced the balls with adding even more of Kurama's chakra to his 6 paths mode, because now we know that he does have both halves of Kurama. So I say that an entire half of a tailed beast added to his already OP form kind of balances out him losing the truth-seeking balls. And we know Sasuke, he still has his Rinnegan. Like I said before, it would be unfair if Kishimoto let Sasuke keep his Rinnegan and not give Naruto any of his 6 paths mode powers. And like I said, Sasuke hasn't done his Black Chidori. Correct me if I'm wrong, I can't remember if he did it in the Naruto Gaiden manga. I'm gonna have to look back on that. But we know that he lost his moon symbol also. Through training, he also developed these amazing abilities, like he can jump from dimension to dimension without draining as much chakra as he did before, and just his visual prowess is off the charts now. So I believe when they lost their respected symbols on their you-know-whats, that they lost a part of that 6 paths mode or power, whatever, but they still have a majority of it in them. I think both of them still have 6 paths power in them. So I do think that Naruto still has his 6 paths mode, but it's like a 6 paths Biju mode now, or a Biju mode. So I don't know what you would call it, but I truly believe it is a mixture of a mode he already had before and Hagoromo's power still. And I have a kind of crazy theory to kind of justify why Naruto's skin is the same color in the Naruto Gaiden manga and not in the last and in the Boruto movie. Now, hear me out on this. We already established that if my theory is correct, Naruto has lost a lot of his 6 paths mode powers, but not all of it. But I think that since he got the other half of Kurama, his 6 paths mode at its strongest looks like Biju mode, like his entire body is coated with Kurama's chakra, except the orange lines around his eyes are gone. So when his 6 paths mode now, after he lost a good portion of it, is at its strongest, he looks like Biju mode, but without the ring. And that kind of explains why he looks like this in the last. Now in Naruto Gaiden, it was a much longer time skip, because the time between the Kaguya fight and the last is much shorter between the last and Naruto Gaiden. Know this because Naruto had to have banged Hinata. The kids have to have been in her womb for like 9 months, assuming Naruto, it's the same amount of time as in our real world. So I'm going to say 9 months. They're at least they're like 9 or 10. I don't know how old they are in Naruto Gaiden, but they're old enough to talk and walk and use jutsus and stuff. So I'm going to say they're like 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. So that's a huge time skip from the last to Naruto Gaiden. And with this being said, Naruto has gotten super rusty. He said it, Kurama said it, Sasuke said it. So I think that link with Kurama is not as strong as it once was in the Naruto Gaiden manga. So that's why his skin is the same color, because he's using the weakest version of his 6 paths form, because he has not had to call out Kurama in such a long time. Even Kurama said, it's about time I was able to stretch my legs again. So he was in there bored. So their link has gotten weaker undoubtedly. Think of it like Dragon Ball Z. We know that there's Super Saiyan 2, 3, God, or whatever, but it's also established that there's a Super Saiyan, like a low-end Super Saiyan, and there's a high-end Super Saiyan before jumping to Super Saiyan 2. I truly believe that Naruto is at his peak in the last Naruto the movie and the Boruto movie, and in between he got kind of weak, and maybe after the Gaiden saga or whatever, he started training, and then that's how he ultimately got his, 100% coded Kurama mode back, but it still has 6 paths mode in it. I hope I'm making sense, because it makes sense in my head, but I'm not good at putting stuff in my head out my mouth to you guys, but I hope you guys understand what I mean. But basically, I'm saying that ever since he got the other half of Kurama, his 6 paths mode looks like Biju mode, because there's a lot more Kurama, so hence there being a lot more Kurama's chakra surrounding his body. That's why he looks like that in the last a few years go down the line, a lot of years go down the line, at least 10, and he gets rusty because he assumingly has not called out Kurama in that much time, in 10 years, so of course his form is going to be weaker. So that's why it looks like the previous 6 paths mode that we all know, with the same color skin and whatnot, and then he trained his ass off before the Boruto movie, and now he's back at 100%, which is why his body is encased in full Kurama's chakra again. But this is all just a theory. Tell me what you guys think of it. I think it makes sense, but I truly believe he's in the 6 paths mode. At the very least, he still has some of his 6 paths powers, as shown when he summoned an entirely new Kurama, and also him reaching into Hinata like that and grabbing out that orb of light, whatever the fuck it was. I forgot. I haven't watched that movie in a while. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. Is Naruto in the 6 paths mode, or does he just still have 6 paths powers from that mode? This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.